you know. Very nice. 5. People see so cute. So, how much? 2 ringgit for one El Cheapo card, you know. It's not it's not a fantastic card, you know, it's just El Cheapo, don't know, 50 cents or how many lah. But you must give it to him. He's got the guts, right? Give your child a chance. Try it out. Don't worry about failure. If he doesn't sell anything, there was one time he didn't sell a single thing, you know, from the whole morning until afternoon, until the evening. 0 sales. Very disappointed. Then he said, Mommy, now I know. It's not easy to make money. Sometimes I get 0. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't buy so many toys. You know? Then that is he learned from that. Cupcakes also, sometimes you don't sell. So you reflect. The daddy will sit down, analyze what happened, what do you do right, what do you do wrong. You know? Then they learn lah. See, the thing is they learn when they are young. They make the mistakes when they are young. And then by the time they're adult, can you imagine all the knowledge, all the experience already there? Sure success lah. Right? But a lot of us, we make our mistakes as adults. And when we fall very hard, very painful. Then we say, ayo, making mistakes is not good lah, so must strive never to make mistakes. But whatever I do, make sure got 100% guarantee one. Sorry lah, I have to rub it in.
Ouch. Okay, ouch. You had a question?
The question just now I asked about, we talk about we have to let our children expose to different kind of things. Let's say we expose them to, let's say they like to watch TV, movie, and they like to play computer games, and they're so engrossed into it that they're still like addicted to it, and they just forget about the food, waste their health and all this. Should we also see why they are so passionate on it, so we continue to engrossed by it, hoping that something good will come out of it? Should we, as parents, put some stop on that or limitations?
I don't like the word limitations. I really don't. I like to trust children that they will figure things out for themselves. Okay? Our dancing daughter will be dancing like 10 hours sometimes. Yes, when she's preparing for a major presentation. And of course, we will advise, don't forget to eat. We will set reminder, have you eaten? You know, sometimes forget, then, she get into trouble like pain. So sometimes, especially young people, you tell them they don't take your advice. So if they don't take, then, you know, they experience it the hard way, they learn it the hard way, but they still learn. Okay, so what I'm saying is you do your best, do your part as a parent, the rest is up to them.
I think to be a little bit more specific. You know, we tend to see problems as one problem and it is everything else. It is not. The problem is not watching TV non-stop. The problem is not being online 24 hours non-stop. Some parents will say, okay, if you only watch Astro on Sundays 3 to 7 or whatever, then you can impose rules and things like that. But I'm not sure if that will work in the long run. If the parents are not around, I'm sure they'll break the rules. Guaranteed. Right? The kids are smart. I think you have to look at it from the totality of a family lifestyle. What's your family lifestyle like? And what's your values in your household, in your home? If you're not bothered all the time, you're not engaging with the children all the time, and you start imposing rules, this and that, you can't do this, you're doing too much of that, then it becomes an issue. All this over-engrossment in television and all that is a result of something else you need to examine. if parents are spending enough time with their kids, from when they're very young, eat together, hang out together, you know, the TV won't be an issue. Because if you're watching TV and when we say, oh, I think it's enough for now, let's stop, let's go and have dinner and whatever, this boom, it comes in. But if you don't have that culture, you don't have that value system in your home, you know, then the corporations take over your family. Yeah, the corporation is taking over your family. Don't allow that to happen, right? And we make clear and conscious decisions. When we were young parents and when our kids were very young. Now this is when your kids are very young. You try this when the kids are old, then you may have a problem. You have to look at it differently. When the kids are very young, two girls, our life was not electronic. We don't even have internet. Our internet was like dial-up in those days. We don't have Astro. Heck, we don't even have a TV. You know, up to today, we have not bought a single television. Touch wood, nothing spoiled yet. Okay, we have not bought a single television because when we had no TV, our uncle, auntie, brother-in-law was too pity on us. Oh, you have no TV, I give you one. So everybody upgrade the flat screen and give us the old CRT screens, right? So we had no TV, we had nothing of that when they're very, very young. So all they did was engage in themselves, engage in their play, and we engaged with them. So that kind of built up, I think it built up a very strong foundation, you know. As they grew up, we decided to have cable, whether we had separate problems, and we finally cut it off. No, but I think it wasn't we didn't have withdrawals because we have a foundation. We have a basis of family life that is there. So focus on the family life. Don't focus on what the corporations are trying to tell us to do. Okay?
May I add to that?
Please do. If I say no, you cannot answer.
We're not saying that you should take the extreme measure, but I noticed that a lot of young families already are doing that today. Okay, it can be good, it can be, I don't know. With our young boy, when he came into the scene, the sisters were already quite old, 8 years old, 7 years old, watching MTV. So our son actually grew up with TV and computer. Now it's iPads, iPods, and whatever iPhone. Okay, so it's a new generation. Okay, this is the 21st century now. These babies are all very super babies. Okay, so what I'm saying is, as long as they have something that they are interested in, they have hobbies, okay, that they will spend a lot of time doing. They will not watch TV 24 hours or go into computer 24 hours. My kids don't do that, even though we don't have limitations. But at one time, our little boy watched like 2 to 3 movies a day because he's a movie buff, just like a daddy. Love movies. So, is that a negative thing? No, but from the movies he learned a lot of things. Language development, because he listens. He actually listens to dialogues, okay? British English. You know, Harry Potter for a very 6-year-old, 5-year-old is very deep, you know. But he managed to capture the language, the dialogues. And it's quite amazing. So what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that you must do that. What I'm saying is, whatever it is, it may not be negative if, what do you call it? You understand why they do it. Okay? Now I noticed that he doesn't watch so much now because now we have Click. Click as in our support group, and we meet like 4 times a week. Activities, outdoors. So he's too busy to watch a movie now. So that day he said, oh mommy, many weeks I didn't watch, maybe I just watch one movie, so we go and rent a movie. You know? So when they have activities to do, then they won't dwell too much on a certain thing. But dwelling a lot on a certain thing could be positive because, as you say, their passion can be very deep. Okay? So it's up to you.
So you have two perspectives. So you figure out, okay? So if the two perspectives work for us, so fine. So you see that we don't fully agree 100%, but things still work out, right? Okay, so yeah, family goes back to family. Okay, your choice, how you want to raise. Okay, if you are in control, I feel if you are in control, then it will be much more fruitful. Okay, whatever they engage in. Okay, next question.
We have
20 more minutes. Yep. Okay. Yes.
Nowadays, teenagers they are really handle stress, pressure, and even though yesterday newspaper you also things like they are more and more suicides that's already coming in, and that actually in the Facebook they also showing a capture as how suicide happens, like in the company last 2 months. That's the message tell her friend says she's going to suicide, and the friend says that you are disability, and it's like they can't it's like it's a communication. You are silly, it shouldn't be true, and the young people are not taking immediate action to go and call ambulance, to go and rescue her. So like today Facebook and today how the kids handle stress, how they limit the stress and suicide, and how they appreciate the life, the value of life.
And would you like to answer that? Come, speak from the teenager's point of view. Okay. Yeah, Jet too.
No.
Come, Jet.
the question is how do you deal with stress, right? That's one. And teenage stress. And
How do you find the motivation to live?
value of life. How do you appreciate the value of life?
How do you live your life? Like your list of things. Talk about that.
How do you appreciate life? How do you appreciate life? What to do in this?
Alright, give us a situation. Hypothetical situation.
If you're my parents, yeah, just give me any kind of question. Maybe I'll try and answer. Wait, hold on. Go to it.
When we brought up the teenagers having problem dealing with stress.
Like it's just like you are like girlfriends or homework, exam. No, it's very common, like
Peer pressure, stress, yes.
Okay, those for us is quite childish. But if it's for the very serious one, it's probably about like how to express yourself. But they cannot express, so they're having a big problem, stress about how they actually wanted to express. So sooner or later, they will try to think about something that wants your attention. and they would say that I'm going to suicide. Seriously, mom. And then probably the parents are like thinking, oh, okay, if you really want to suicide, I think it's kind of stupid. But actually, what he tried to say is that, mom, I'm having problem. I don't feel happy. I feel really sick. I need help. That's what I think. That's what I experienced.
This is the problem. He can identify the problem.
Yes.
He can. From what he says, you can relieve the stress. Thank you. And then just
Very good answer, Jet. I can tell you one secret. My daughter did tell me that she wanted to do that. Okay, I was shocked because we've done everything right? In my mind, it's like, wow, with our kind of parenting, my child can say this to me. But then again, I stopped myself, stop getting carried away by my emotions. Okay, so what is she really trying to tell me? Then I said, what is it that's troubling you? Because now it's so common. Every kid, as you say on Facebook, little bit of thing, I want to do that. Little bit of thing, I want to do that. Right? So it's like a normal thing that they don't take it as something so serious. But that's how they talk. But we zero in on what is troubling them. And then that's an opportunity to talk about the value of life. Why it's precious and how you can derive happiness from it. Okay, from M's experience, I'll be her spokesperson again. See, you don't talk, I have to talk on behalf of you. Come on, say something. Anything. How to confront stress. Okay, how to confront stress. She probably doesn't face a lot of stress.
I think now is it stressful for you?
It's stressing now.
No, I mean, this is the way you react. I've been seeing that 2 or 3 times you are trying to run away from it.
Yeah.
So is that the way you
Talking
stress?
is talking is a stress.
Or maybe you think this is how you
Alright.
stress.
On the challenge.
Yeah.
Are you stressed out now?
I don't have anything to say.
I think I got an idea. That's one. If for boys, if they say want to suicide or they're stressed, for parents, this is a very good tip. Go get them a boxing glove or a punching bag. It helps a lot. Or else they're going to get something to destroy. And it's really fun that actually you spend some time to fight with them. It's like learning
Friends who
something.
do that.
A lot?
Yeah, they have their own punching bag.
What do you
Yeah.
have? What do you have?
I have my guitar.
So that's why they need a lot of outlets. Either boxing glove or a musical instrument. Okay? Yeah. So
For girls, I actually think that, boys or girls, another way is that if you want to make it much more, relaxed, you just bring them out, explore more stuff, and then let them see the world. And then sooner or later, they say, I want to stop killing myself. Maybe I want to learn more stuff, maybe get new friends, and something new. Let them know that outside the world, there's more to experience, rather than just that. Let's say in the end, we're all going to die, right? So, yeah, I'm just being true. Yeah, sorry.
answer the question, Farah? Summarize, I think the question, the answer given by teenagers is, what is the real problem? I think it's all symptoms. When someone cries out, last time I went for counseling training, one of the first things that we were taught is that when someone says they want to end their life or something, it's a cry to say, please help me, I have a problem. That's the first thing we were taught. Right? The difficult thing to do is really reaching out and find out what the problem is. I think that's the real question and that's the real challenge we need to find out. And if you have family members, the engagement is more in depth if the opportunity to engage is there, right? So that is a bit sensitive issue. I don't mention too much more.
So what I did tell my daughter is, everyone has challenges and problems. So talk about it. Do not do anything foolish. Okay? You have only one life, this life. Value it. And there are a lot of suffering in this world, but you can find your joy. So I think she internalized that, and I teach them strategies to do when she's upset. So it's important that the communication line is open. She can talk to me, talk to her sister, talk to the dad. Talking is very helpful. Okay, it's very helpful. They must know that they are not alone, that they are loved. Okay, but there are various degrees of some people in depression, so some may need medical help. So if you encounter such cases, try to find the professionals who can help them. Right? So it's not something that is light. We need to seriously address the issues. Yeah. You can talk privately to any of us if you have encountered such problems. By the way, sorry, we said Jet so many times, we didn't introduce you. Can you introduce yourself?
No?
Self-introduction, yes.
Okay. Hello everyone. I'm Jet, as what they always call me. My full name is Kijun Jet, and I'm 17 years old this year. And nice to meet you guys. That's kind of nice. Yeah, what else? And I'm a Chinese, yes. And I'm available now. Actually, originally, I'm actually a normal school child. As usual, I go to school. But just starting 2 years ago, last year, I started to go to homeschool, but not exactly a homeschool. They call themselves a homeschooler, but their system is not. So apparently I'm not in school. But I understand about homeschooling.
Would you like to share a bit of your journey so far?
Yeah, life is a journey, it's not a destination, right? Give me some question.
Sure, you have 2 years experience.
Not exactly. I started to have ideas since when I was 11, and which since it's hard to say. It's not being taught by humans, taught by natural. I just learned things through my life. There's no need to actually be taught to love. You just love, right? Yeah. Did I answer your question? It's my mom over there. Because I used to have a lot of problems. You see, actually I have dyslexia. I have reading problem, and I never do well in school. I always been pushed away, kicked out, all this kind of thing. And what else? Yeah, sort of bad stuff happened.
So in short, the schools don't know how to fit into his learning style. That's why he's going from school to school. you see. But now he's come to a point where I gave him one challenge is, what do you want to do with your life? Do it now. You don't have to wait.
Yes, do it now. Yeah, sure. I mean, every one of us, all of us have a chance. It's just how we actually use it. That's always Batman always say. There's always a way, no matter what happens.
See, this is a brilliant mind. You can see that he has a brilliant mind. Okay?
You're not a normal teenager. It's not a teenager. It's an introvert. They do not want to speak in front of public. But you're
It's
extrovert.
not true.
You like
It's
to
not true.
share and all of
So,
that.
actually, I think that every kids, they all have a special part. And so, some special part suit for this kind of modern day, some don't. Some suit for the other kind of thing. But always remember this, look for the bright side. They'll always have something that I don't have. I have something they don't have, but they have something that I don't have. We all need each other. We cannot miss one of them. We need each other. This is what we Thank you.
He's a bright future, man.
I'll pass the mic to Amita when you ask the right question, when you hit the right nerve. Let me tell you a story. When I was in India, she's very quiet, talk to people only selectively, and very quiet. I try to encourage her to talk, but tough. So I left it as it is. Then I asked her why you don't talk so much. What do you say? She said, I have nothing to say. But when I have something to say, you will say it. Yeah, so she joined, I was attending a conference and brought her along to see India and expose the world, that part of the world, that life. And in one of the discussion groups, I got it 10 minutes, 10 more days, right? One of the discussion groups, I think, I can't remember what happened, but I think this person said something that kind of hit Amrita, and she challenged one of the most senior educationists. Nourish, was it?
What did you say?
It was something very strong, and you guys were.
It wasn't just me, it was me and another monk that were challenging him. He said that video games were ruining people's lives or something like that. And then both of us were like, you have to play video games more.
It was a very lively exchange, and I was quite surprised when Anne will not open her mouth. This is a conference in the plenary session. Okay, so there were monks, there were educationists, and I was talking about education, and this girl came out and challenged one of the very senior person, more senior than me. Okay, but it was good. We got invited for dinner in his house after that, right? Okay, so it's pretty good. So. Yeah, 10 minutes. The next question. Okay, as many as you can before we get off.
So these are two very good examples of brilliant minds. We can see their talents and brilliance. But if you probably, in Jet's case, judge him from the school standards, then they can't see his brilliance. You must be blind not to see his brilliance. Okay? So that is the case. So he's been shopping around. So now he's like, I don't know what he's gonna do.
So anyway, we let them go, right? Thank you very much. You can talk to them privately. I'm sure they have a lot of things to say.